well, actually last night we picked our garden. So we got a lot of garden work to do inside. We did have one wild carrot that we found in there. This is actual wild carrot. So, but we have tons of garlic. We've got the garlic planted late, so it is what it is. Some cloves are perfect, some of them are small, but makes great garlic powder for the ones that I can't save the bulbs from. And onions, well, like I said, we've got a good bushel of onions here. More onion powder, chives, some onion bulbs, some onion. Actually, right now we have a bunch of onion. So this was a later batch that got planted that is probably just going to be onion powder. And some of the garlic I may make garlic salt powder. So bring in a little bit and do a little bit of chopping, and then I'm going to bring it towards the end of this and make it a quick video. So we'll do this for a little bit, and I'll see you back in a little while. But yeah, this is going to be a long day of just cutting and cleaning, getting stuff ready. But hey, you know, it may not have come out perfect in our garden this time because we moved, we planted late. It was a lot of issues with that. But yeah, it's still free. All we had to do is put down some seeds. So we'll see you back in a little bit. All right, here's your onions. Same scenario. Now, you chop them up. If you want to use your greens, say we snip our greens throughout their season so they can regrow. You know, that way you get more chives for salads or whatever, fried rice. But now we can either chop these up for chives or freeze dry them to have them, or we can or we can use it in our onion powder, and it'll just change the color of the onion powder to a little bit of a green. It's not going to hurt it. It's the same flavor. So it's your choice on that, on what you want to do with your greens. But we already have a bunch of chives, and we will probably onion powder all of this. So everybody's different on what they need in their pantry. Do what you need in your pantry. I'm just giving you ideas. All right, after you get everything chopped up, like all your heads, come in and put them in water. Get all the stuff off of them. It'll also help you pull the outer skins off, so that way you can get them clean and get ready to chop. Okay, so I'll get them cleaned up and get them ready to go, and then we'll go from there. All right, we're back. Now it's just chopping them up. Okay, chop them up, get them in your pans, and we're going to put the pans in the freezer to freeze them instead of using the freeze dryer to do it. It'll save you a lot of time on your freeze dryer. So I'll get these chopped up and get them put in the pan. Okay, working on garlic now. The way I do it, of course, I soak it to get all the stuff off of it. I put the sprout end towards the cutting board. That's actually a sharp piece for some reason. Break it and just push all the little pieces of garlic out. You get rid of it. Being wet actually helps them slide out. Now usually I will, if we're going to save like true garlic, we'll dry it. We've got a board that I built that we dry our garlic on. Just use chicken wire and a bunch of 2x4s, 4 2x4s to kind of hang it out to dry. But that's it. Now, something super healthy you can do with some of your garlic. Take your garlic, put it in honey, eat you a piece every day. It's great for your immune system, great for pretty much anything you can think of. I even think it's an anti-inflammatory. So, 1 piece of garlic a day in honey helps out a ton. All right, so we've got this much of the tops of the onions that we're gonna freeze dry. All that garlic made one good sized tray, finely chopped. And then we have 2 more of onion. So we're gonna have a lot of onion. The garlic tops we're going to compost, and we may compost the rest of these depending on how much this makes when we chop it up with a blender. So we'll see you back after a little while. We're gonna put these all in the freezer, let them freeze, and then we'll put it in the freeze dryer and let it pull all the moisture out. So see you back after a while. All right guys, we're back. Freeze dryer. Set it up, -10 degrees. Got an extra hour of dry time. Got my valve closed. Still got a few more minutes to wait before I can start it, but you see everything's frozen. And the trays are very frostbitey. But so just set it in the deep freeze out in the garage. There's your garlic. And your onions. So, for those of you that do have a dehydrator, a freeze dry, be sure when you defrost it, when you get the drum, and you go through your settings, everything, be sure you leave the door open afterwards. If not, the water and everything can build mold inside of them. I saw somebody post that on one that she did, where she went through the defrost feature and just left the door closed. Yeah, no, don't do that. Be sure you open that door and let everything air out. So we'll get it started and we'll catch you back when it's done. All right, guys. So it looks like it says we're done. I've kind of checked them. I mean, look pretty dry. I can always add more dry time if needed. So that right there is still cold. I don't know if it's cold from the machine or cold from moisture. It's cold for moisture. So garlic's done. Tops are done. Seems like this tray of onions is done, but since that one's not, we'll go ahead and add more time to those. More dry time. Close your valve, hit continue. As it goes another 2 hours. And we'll get started on these. Alright. Got our garlic powder. Or garlic powder. Our freeze-dried garlic in the blender. Yes, it's a Ninja blender. The blender itself works really, really good, okay? But the lids are really, really bad. Simple. Don't buy it. You go to take it off, and the whole thing comes apart. Ninja, you need to fix your stuff. We're already in the look for another blender. So, just FYI, guys. But we'll get this started. Okay. The longer you go with it, the more it's going to be crushed up. So, be aware of that. If you want it a little more granular or instead of powdered, you can do that. Yay, it didn't come off. So, as for our garlic powder that we wanted, I can leave it in there longer and make it more powdery, whatever I want to do. But it's true garlic powder, no additives, no nothing. You know what's in it. Go to the store, you don't know what's in it. And here's your green onion powder, or the green tops. And guess what? Tastes like onion. So, it's good. We can, we'll have enough of this. We're going to actually put this in a Mylar bag and store it. In a Mylar bag with an oxygen absorber, it can store for 25 years. So, kind of a no-brainer, guys. It's free, and you can use it 25 years from now. So, that's how much garlic I got. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but that's actually quite a bit. Where's the measuring deal on this? I don't have it. Yeah, it's a little more than half a jar, right out of half a jar. But like I said, store it for now and here until I get ready to do my Mylars. All right, the tops. This is how much we got, and we've got a ton more tops. This is your garlic, and the whites of the onions gave us this much. Still quite a bit free, just a little bit of labor, and then some freeze drying. Not too bad. And so, you know, if we wanted to, we could turn the garlic into garlic salt, or split it, do half and half. It's whatever you want to do. It's your stuff. You made it. It's all on you. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and we'll see you back next time.